Thank y'all for coming, man. So, this is called the One Word Podcast, or I might just call it One Word. Thank you so much for the freaking host, brother. Thank you. So, it's going to be more of an interactive thing. I want to talk to you guys about stuff. So, this is going to be called One Word. Bianca Savage, thank you for the lyric. And this is episode 1. We're calling it Doubt, okay? And I feel like that's a suitable name for this because, to be honest with you, I've been wanting to do a podcast on Twitch for like weeks now. But I've had self-doubt that has been keeping me from doing it the entire freaking time. Like legit, it's been at least 2 weeks and I'm like, what am I even going to say? So in saying that, I've actually got everything set up. I've got some notes over here. We're going to be talking about specific things and how self-doubt is bad and how it's actually good for you as well too. So without any further ado, let's freaking do this. First podcast ever on Twitch that we've ever done. One Word Podcast, Doubt. Let's go. So to get started, kind of my story with Doubt. I used to play concerts all the time. So like the first year that I started doing concerts, I hit the ground freaking running, dude. We played over 300 concerts in 1 year. Wreck all things with the freaking host. Thank you, brother. So we played like over 300 shows in 1 year, which is a lot. You might think to yourself, Jesus Christ, this guy's used to being in front of a crowd. Yes, but in saying that, every single one of those concerts that I did, I had a panic attack beforehand. Every single one. Not one time did I play a show and not throw up right before it because I was freaking out in my own head and just caught up so much in it. I was like, I literally got so nervous about it, I would throw up before every single concert. 300 in 1 year. That's enough to get comfortable with something, and I still didn't do it. But what I learned from that is, like, me before a show, I'd be so, like, just in my head and, like, just really tight in my chest and be walking around really to myself. Like, I was not very talkative before a show. I would freak out. I was just, like, so panicked about it. And I would walk around like that. And then right before a show, we'd do sound check and I'd be still like in that like tightened up, like tense, just fight or flight almost. And then right whenever they're like, 5 minutes, you guys about to get on stage? Dude, I'd have my guitar on and I'd just find somewhere I got to go throw out, dude. I was like, I got to get outside here. I go puke. And as soon as I got over that, as soon as I threw up, I was just Mr. Charismatic. I was like, yes, let's do this. And like, I didn't care after that because like I knew that was what I was afraid of. So for me, my self-doubt showed itself in a form of panic attacks. I do that a lot, but it's also carried over beyond just like the extreme, which is like playing a concert. Beyond just that, like the extreme of that in daily life, dude, I have a lot of stuff. Mr. Charismatic with puke breath. What's up, ladies? Single and ready to mingle. No, dude. No, definitely had to brush your teeth afterwards. Puking's not a fun one. Or you could eat chocolate and it tastes just as good coming out. Do you sing? Yeah, Tater, I do. I play guitar, I sing, and I scream in the metal band as well too, so I do both those things. But for me, that was a lot of self-doubt because the entire time before a concert, I would be stuck in my head and I'd just be like, dude, you're going to screw up. You're going to crack whenever you hit this high note. And I'd just be fixating on this one. Dude, you sing country music? That's freaking awesome, dude. But I'd be fixated on like this one thing, like new song or something like that we haven't practiced that much. And the chorus has a higher part than I normally do. And I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to hit this in front of all these people? Or like another thing is I would compare myself to the band right before us. So if we were headlining that show, I didn't feel like we deserved a headlining spot. And I'd look at the opening act and be like, those guys are so freaking good. How am I going to be compared to that? Like, how am I going to be able to do it? And it was really just me in my own head, man, because it's all perception. Like talent and stuff like that is obviously measurable in some senses, but like music is something that is definitely, it's all opinion, you know? Some people love country music, some people don't. So I don't know. I found that I really got in my own head. And one thing I'll say from that is I didn't let it stop me from doing stuff. I hit that freaking mountain of like, I hit the wall. And it was pretty much having a panic attack, throwing up, but I didn't say, I'm not going to do this. I just got over that worst part. Like I threw up. That was a hard one for me to get over. Puking's not fun, But as soon as I got over that, that's whenever I was like, let's go. And so I feel like I've carried that over a lot with different parts of my life, not necessarily having to get to the extreme of throwing up. I used to spend so much time as I could without shoes on when we would play live. Sometimes we did it on stage as well. I got as comfy as I would at home as I could. I found that helped. Getting over panic is a great feat, man. Exactly, dude. And so if you played shows, you know. And I mean, you're a streamer. Everybody in here so far is a streamer. Crazy, dude. What's up, brother? So you guys even streaming, like, I know people that have panic attacks before they stream. And I know people that actually do this. Next word for the next podcast is shart. Expand on it, Toskamiri. We got this, brother. But so I feel like doubt has a really big role in, I mean, it hits everybody, dude. Everybody's faced with it. I spoke with my dad earlier today because he's a public speaker. He does a lot of that. And I was like, do you have experienced doubt and stuff like that? Do you get nervous before you go on stage? Like, how have you overcame it? And, I mean, he spoke in front of 30 people. He's spoken in front of 3,000 people. And he was like, I always get in my head. But I feel like being able to even do what we're doing right now, streaming, just getting in front of people, talking to people, allowing yourself to be vulnerable and having those oh shit moments where you have nothing to say or something, allowing yourself that, I feel like it's just a huge part of it, man. And overcoming that doubt is a huge thing. But going further into it, man, doubt is the little devil that stops you from pulling the trigger. Yes, Rec. So I actually pulled up a couple of quotes, and my favorite one that I've seen so far is our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we often might win by fearing to attempt. That was William Shakespeare, but I think the main thing here, Cassidy, how's it going, lady? Tuska, I will find you. I will tickle the sweet shit out of you. Jesus Christ, that was the threat if I've ever heard one. Tater said that's the only thing that gets me singing in front of peeps. That's the only thing. All right, hold on. Let me see what you were saying. Dun, 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 Tater. But yes, so defining doubt. Urban Dictionary says that doubt is an uncertain or undecided frame of mind or calling into question something which is ambiguous or unclear. So pretty much you are unsure of what you don't know. I got to drink 2 or 3 beers first. Dude, I've been there. And Cassidy, I will do your push-ups. But for this just chatting, I'm just going to chat. As soon as we go into the actual game that I'm playing, I will definitely hit up those push-ups because I need to do some. But, couple of things. So, where does doubt come from? It comes from a couple of different places. But what I've looked up and the 3 major things in doubt. How's it going, Vampire? Major things of doubt. Where they come from. First one is comparing yourself to others. There's no archetype for certain things like creativity, streaming, for instance. There's no like just this is what you're supposed to do. So in saying that, measuring yourself to other people is not going to be effective for you at all. You can have peers. Like I've got people in chat right now that I look to and I'm like, man, I love the way they're doing this. I love the way they're doing that. But I don't necessarily compare myself to them. So comparing yourself to others, I can't do as good as they can, is a huge doubt motivator that gets people in that doubt frame of mind. Second one is fixating on a particular outcome. Something like I would do a lot whenever I was, exactly, Tater, we're all freaking different. You can't necessarily look at my stream and compare your stream against it because we're different, man. Our crowds are going to be different. The way we talk is different. What we play is different. And even if we're playing the exact same games and you're like, dude, I'm going to play this exact same game, it's going to come out differently, man. Second thing, fixation on a particular outcome. That's something that I did a lot with music. So for a lot of our concerts that I would do, like I was saying, I would start fixating on this one part in a song that we hadn't really rehearsed a lot, that like one chorus and that note that I knew I had to work up to and screaming up to it or something like that, I knew I was going to like crack. And so by the time I finally got there, it would either go one or two ways. I warmed up and I practiced. I knew I could hit those. Break out in hives. Jody, you break out in hives. There you go. Compare each other in the locker room after we have showered. You remember that, John. Tuscamiri, it was cold water. The scariest interpretation of hell that I've heard was the one where You got to meet a version of yourself that wasn't afraid to succeed and you did great deeds. Dude, doubt is exactly what keeps people from doing that. And so really quick, getting in on that, fixation on a particular outcome, I think a lot of people will get it stuck in their head where they're like, dude, there is this like negative outcome that's going to happen. Like if they're going into a job interview, I'm not going to get this job. They're going to hate me. I'm going to be freaking broke. I'm not going to be able to do this. Not going to be able to do that. And then they end up stifling themselves because they're like so doubtful, so unsure of themselves that in the interview, they're not even their real selves. They're just like a closed up version of themselves. Real wreck, I freaking think that is definitely probably the scariest version of hell because like a life unlived, man. Pretty much is what that boils down to. Cassie said, hey, I'm good, hun. How are you? And there you go. She's talking in chat. I like it. Keep it going. Kit Can said, so I just hit 10,000K and got rid of the reward. I knew it. Bah. Oh, wait, no. Dude, they're coming back. Rainy Day Games, how you freaking doing? So that's the second thing. The third place where doubt comes from is feeling like an imposter. I've had this one. I don't have this to the sense that it makes me question who I am, question if I deserve things, but I definitely have had this sometimes. Pretty much what it is underestimating your achievements. So you feel like right now, oh, I've got X amount of followers. I've got X amount of viewers and stuff. In the back of your head, you're thinking, I don't deserve that. They're going to see that I'm just a fraud. They're going to see that I don't have things to say. Like for me, for this podcast, I was like, I'm going to get on here. I'm going to have nothing to freaking talk about. Have nobody on this chat. Nobody's going to be talking. You guys have already proved my doubts wrong. People are already talking in chats. But like, that's another place where doubt comes from. It's just feeling like you're not deserving of what you're doing or your accomplishments. So, exactly. You're a phony. You're a jabroni. Tusky Marine knows what I'm talking about. But that's a big old thing, dude. Eat a big old pack of dick stout. Yes. So that's pretty much another place that doubt comes from. Is just that. I feel like a lot of people really question themselves. I end up doing that a lot. We love you, bro. We'll be here for you. Dude, thank you, Tater. You guys are freaking awesome. Seriously, y'all don't even know. But I just wanted y'all to know where I'm coming from, too. Like, legit, I have these thoughts. So even though you guys see me as like, I'm smiling, I'm really happy and stuff like that. Yes, I'm a very happy person. Try to be very positive and stuff. But in my mind, I have these doubts as well, too. And the best way for us to deal with them, overcome them, is just, one, talk about it, get it out there, let people know that you've got that going on in your head so you're not alone in that. Because a lot of people will hold on to that stuff, and then they'll just feel like, oh, like I just talked to somebody today. They didn't stream for 2 weeks because they were like, dude, I feel like I'm going to get on there, hit that go live button, and nobody's going to show up. And it like freaks me out. Like they just feel like they're streaming themselves. They're wasting their time, all this stuff. But like, I didn't know that that's how they were feeling. You know what I mean? And now like they weren't asking for me to get on there or anything like that. But just knowing that that's the way that they were thinking about it and stuff. And I feel like they're a freaking amazing streamer. I'm going to be there. And I'm going to make it a point to be more focused on helping support that person. But yeah, a couple of ways to deal with doubt. First, don't fester on it. So that is me. That is, for me, one of my worst ones, dude. Act fast and acknowledge it for what it is. It's just your mind fucking with you. So for me, dude, I waited 2 weeks to do this. And 2 weeks of me festering, sitting there like thinking, oh shit, this is going to suck. Instead of me just working on it and finding out ways to make it not suck, we're all so much alike. I feel the same happy, but what if? Yes. I feel the same happy, but yeah, exactly, dude. So ways to deal with it. Don't let it fester. Act quick. Acknowledge it for what it is. Definitely some good advice. You need to, as soon as you get that little spark of doubt in your mind, freaking act on it, man. Don't let it sit fester. That is the worst thing you could do. Let's see here. I heard one pitchy recording of myself in my first band and didn't sing for 4 years after that. Dude, I wish, first of all, Rec, I wish I would have done the same thing you did, because out of high school, I had this layer of like, I hated my own voice, but I just didn't care. I wanted to do it so bad that I was like, I'm going to do it. But like, as soon as I started playing those live shows and I would listen to other singers singing, I was comparing myself to them. I would notice that they're like easily hitting these freaking notes that I'm just like struggling to get in there on the course. I'm like worried about this note, and they're just belting it out. So in a sense, I wish I just would have waited, but dude, I don't know. I totally get you though. That one exactly is the way that you get into your head, man. It just happens, dude. Tuscamiri said, I doubt myself every stream. I hit go live. Walk away from the starting now stream, but resilience from the army has taught me to finish the mission regardless. Getting one viewer, the same show as 10,000 even when one is Debbie. That is exactly the truth, dude. And that's the thing for streamers, man. We have to be okay with just silence sometimes. You know what I mean? That doubt has to be okay. It has to be all right for us to be in a chat where there's not a lot of people in there, because it's going to happen, man. But you can't let that get you in your own head about it, man. The only reason I haven't streamed in a long time is because of my internet. Crazy, dude. You're freaking awesome, though, brother. For real. And I'm stoked for whenever you do come back. Chris said, the greatest syndrome of entertainers anywhere is self-doubt. For me, it comes from my overly perfectionist mindset. Basically, I perceive what I'm trying to do is less than perfect. I won't do what I'm trying to do. So it's dumb. It stifles a lot of my progress. Truth, man. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Honestly feel like dealing with that, just going on and pulling the trigger. I had a friend that told me this once, man. In fact, streams the same way within 2 or 30 in the stream. Truth, man. Truth. We would used to play concerts where we were playing in front of just the other bands that were there and the sound guy. And it would make me really depressed. Like, I would be really sad about it. But we played with this one band called, what were they called? Neuropathy or something like that. And, dude, we played with them. They were like a Norwegian band and destroyed it perfectly. It was amazing, man. Do we call it glorified practices? Heck yes. I've developed a low-key, unhelpful, not give a fuck attitude where it still won't get my way. Hell yeah. Neocracy. That's what it was. Chris knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, dude, I feel like honestly that's... After I saw them, I was like, dude, that's how you have to be. You have to just treat it like there's a million people in front of you. But let's see here. So another way, don't let your past dictate your future. Let go of your failures. So I still have one of their shirts. I wish I did, man. I had one that said Neurocracy with a sword through it. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful. But yes, don't let your past dictate your future. Let go of your past failures. So for me, that's a big thing too. Knowing in my head for music, going back to that, whenever I would hit that, like I would try to hit a note and I would break or crack or something like that on stage, that would fuck with me. So whenever I was coming up to that same song the next night and I knew that I had cracked the previous night, I would sometimes get so in my head that even though I could hit that note easily, if I would just do this one thing, I would get so caught up about it, I just wouldn't do it. I would like crack, or I would just go into a falsetto knowing that's not what I needed to do there. I would screw it up somehow, but it was just my own doubt screwing it up. If I just let myself do it, it would not happen. They came back there for a while. The Redbeard guy with his vocalist, it was pretty awesome. Dude, they're... Funny story really quick about that band. We played with them before. We came back and played with them in this show in, I think it was Mississippi. And, dude, the freaking bass player had a shiner. I mean, it was like a black eye that covered half his freaking face. You're like, what the hell happened to you, dude? What the hell happened? They had a video. Dude, he's sitting there. He's like reaching over the seat in front of him and like tickling this guy's chin. And then he'd like go back. And the drummer was like sleeping or something. So he kept on reaching back, tickling his chin, and then going back. And so the drummer finally like threw a pillow at his face. And he thought that he was going to punch the pillow. Dude, as soon as he swings to hit the pillow, the guy, you can see his face like move the pillow. He's like, it was beautiful. I wish there was a video somewhere of that. I don't know where you could find it at, but somewhere. So yes, Tater, let it go. Let it freaking go. Elsa said it the best, or it might have been Anna, but either way, let that crap go. Do not let your past mistakes bring you down in the future, man. And third, take more stock in positive things that people tell you. I have a really bad tendency of looking at, so like if somebody is sitting there, John, you're an awesome streamer. John, you're an awesome streamer. John this, John that. I have a tendency to just one ear out the other. I'm like, oh, you're just filling me with bullshit. You know? I need to clean, dude. I'll check back later. Tuscany, thank you so much for coming by. For real, dude. You're freaking awesome. But, so I have a tendency of, if somebody gives you praise, I just pass it off. I don't necessarily let it sit on me. I don't necessarily let myself focus on it. King, thank you so much for the raid, brother. Heck yes, man. Welcome in. King Kuza, dude, you were freaking awesome, brother. Thank you so much, man. What's going on? Dude, we are doing a little old freaking podcast, man. How are you doing today? Feel the same. I feel like I'm a shit streamer. Exactly. Dude, I get that. 100%. I have people that will tell me like, oh, I really like this stream. I really like that. And then as soon as somebody says, John, something really stupid, okay? As soon as Toskamiri says sweat stains, or as soon as somebody says something like negative about my stream, that will fester. And it just takes hold, no matter what it is. Like a small little thing. Even if I know it's not true, boom. Just a festering thing. So like, I have a tendency to do that, and I feel like we need to be able to let go of the negative stuff, take more stock into positive things that people are telling you. Positive reinforcement is there for a reason. I feel like we've gone deaf to it. A lot of people have, at least. So take stock in positive things people tell you. That's going to be a really good way to help you with doubt, too. And in saying that, I know this is going to slightly contradict what I just said, but do not pay too much attention to the negative shit. Don't let it bother you so much. If you like doing something, do it. Don't worry about what other people are saying. So if I said, this is the suckiest stream you have ever done, would it fester? Yeah, it probably would. Maybe. But that's what I'm saying. We can't let that happen, because for you to say that right now, that's cool. You're saying it. That's your opinion. That's your thing. But if it's totally not the suckiest stream, Project Darko fanboy has arrived. Calvin Davis! Yes! How's it going, brother? But that's what I'm saying, man. So a lot of people are going to look at stuff like, if I would look at that comment, the suckiest stream you've ever done, and I'll just be like, you know what I mean? Like, you really get into your headspace and allow more negative than positive to happen. That's what is wrong with it, man. Personally, I don't have that problem. King, you're a different thing altogether, dude. I was ready to give up, then hit that payout, dude. Well, hell yeah. Got to hit those payouts, dude. Motivation is a good thing to keep doubt out for sure, dude. But a positive side of doubt, though, guys, is it allows you that opportunity. So for instance, it is the Calvin Davis, Chris. It's freaking awesome. But for instance, guys, the positive part about doubt is the fact that you can take those opportunities where you are in that state of mind where you're like, man, I shouldn't do this because of this. I shouldn't do this because of that. And prove yourself wrong. Prove your own worth to yourself. And then that's going to give you that stock that allows you to push through it in the future. So if you just take that first dive, if you're sitting on a diving board, dude, and you're like, freaking Raza Blaze, how's it going, brother? If you're sitting on the diving board and you're like, shit, it's 15 feet in the air. I'm going to fucking hit the bottom and die. I shouldn't do this. Jump, dude. Fucking jump, because everybody else has been doing it and they're not dead. You're not going to die. You're just freaked out. And don't you think the second time that you're up there, you're just going to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's freaking do this. You're not going to die. So I feel like having doubt is a good thing in the sense that it allows you to prove yourself wrong. I mean, how many opportunities do you have to do that, really? Tuskamiri said, and you know what the army has done for me? Oh, you got a lisp? Good. We're going to remind you. Oh, you got a big nose? Oh, you're fat? Oh, you're short? We're going to remind you until it fucks with you so bad and you realize that it doesn't matter. Your lisp, your looks don't change the outcome of the mission. Your head and your heart does. Fuck your pit stains. Yes, Toskamiri. Boom, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, for real. These things that you're worried about, doubt in your mind, I feel like it gives you that opportunity to show yourself that you're worth more than your doubt. And I feel like that is the main takeaway from this. If you're doubting that you're going to do something, if you're nervous about it, just allow yourself that opportunity to prove yourself wrong. Chris, you're saying that a lot of your perfectionist stuff gets in the way of you even attempting to do it in the first place. Prove yourself wrong, dude. let go of some of that perfectionism and allow yourself the opportunity to try it, because most of the time, for me at least, it's turned out to be better knowing that I did that. You're going to be a lot happier knowing that you shot and failed than if you never even shot, dude. Dun dun dun. Really missed you too, Raza. Hell yeah. And King said, I know that my stream sucks, but the things that I can improve on, but I know the things I can improve on. That is a huge thing too, man. I mean, like, honestly, self-awareness is a big thing. It probably even keeps and stifles out some doubt, knowing what you like can fix, knowing what you can improve on, but knowing that you have the ability to improve, man, or improve. I'm sorry. Dude, that's awesome. I'm still shocked when people bring up Project Darko. I love it. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That was the band, Project Darko. We played over 300 shows the first year I started playing music, and Chris can attest, every single one of them, I threw up before, dude. I threw up before every single live show. I got my viewers to help me on what I should improve on. It's different from, it's like Twitch instead of Streamlabs. Yes. Yeah, exactly, dude. And I mean, honestly, I feel like freaking Single-Handed Bandit. Guys, if y'all are in here right now, you should check this dude out. This guy is the best. I'm just saying this, okay? Tuscamere, you might hate me, but it's the truth, dude. Go check out Single-Handed Bandit. Dude is the best first-person shooter player I've seen. He plays with a control, and he plays with one hand. Dominates anything I could ever dream to do. My MP3 player finally shit the bed about a year ago. I lost all my Project Darko jams. No. All right. Chris said the perfectionist OCD mindset is derivative of procrastination. So it all goes hand in hand to further my progress. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. But you've got to be able to let that part go. The perfectionist, also the doubt that it will be perfect, that has to be something that you can allow to let go. And if you allow yourself that opportunity to prove it right, man, you're gonna, I mean, it's gonna be good for you, dude. Dude, I have a CD somewhere. Me too, Chris. Tuscamere said, and I'll remind you until you realize it doesn't matter. That happened. Okay, good. We all know. Okay, let's move on, because who gives a shit? Because it's worse than when you try to hide it or change it. I'd rather hear you fuck a note up than skip every song. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And you know what? Whenever I did finally hit those notes live, whenever I hit them live perfectly, after that, I knew I could do them. I knew I could. And live, it didn't fuck with me anymore. So, like, 300 shows, guys, that's a lot of self-doubt. And that's a lot of time to get that experience where, like, I'm going to doubt myself. These probably freaking out of those 300 shows, I know I had a panic attack before every single one. I know that happened. But on top of that, I know I also got on stage. And I know it also didn't go as bad as I thought it was going to. It allowed myself to prove myself wrong and showed me that I was capable of more than I thought. I was a kid from a freaking small town. Chris knows, 30 minutes down the street, man. And you can do whatever. But I never had somebody that showed me, like, hey, you can do this, you know? Let's see here. Tuscamere said he got $1,000. Dude. All right. Single-Handed Bandit, for real. That's the truth, dude. I'm sorry, but it's true. Anybody in here, first-person shooter, go check him out, because he'll blow your freaking mind. Much love, you beautiful person. Back at you, brother. Also, I don't think I'm good, so suck it. And then Chris said, it was like clockwork. I remember the first time I witnessed the vom. It was in your bathroom brushing your teeth. John walked in behind me, threw up in the toilet, then walked out like nothing happened. I finished brushing my teeth. It was oddly normal. God, that's so true, dude. Yeah, I like singing, but I don't do it often on stream because I'm so scared somebody's going to be like, stop, you're horrible. I feel like you should just do it. Rainy, first of all, you've got an amazing voice. And like I said earlier, we have to allow those positive things that people tell you to take more stock than those negative. So for every person that's going to say, could you please stop? Sounds like cats raping a chalkboard. Please, Rainy, please don't sing anymore. For every person that's going to say that, you should just let that shit pass out of your ears. Because I just told you got an amazing voice. Other people I'm sure have told you that, and that needs to take more stock in your brain than those people that say you suck. Because it's all opinion, and those people suck ass. They're probably unhappy anyways. Tuscamere is a true story, dude. Dun dun dun. What you up to, you handsome devil? The last time I played live with a band, I was so sick and my voice was wrecked. I went up performed like a mofo. We stole the show. I hit about 4% of my eyes, but made sweet love to that crowd. That's what I'm saying, dude. I bet before you were in on the stage, man, if you were in your head and you punked yourself out, dude, it wouldn't have gone that smooth, man. It would not have gone that smooth. The crowd, he fucked me gently. I was the crowd. Oh my God. There you go. Frankie said, I get show your face and you're probably ugly since you do keyboard cam and not hand cam. Who gives a shit? I'm private. I don't like revealing my personality online. I don't care if you think I'm ugly. It's just your opinion. Dude, Frank C, exactly. And anyways, dude, these people that are saying that type of stuff in your chat, who says that shit? Bad people, dude. Bad people that are probably uglier than whatever the fuck they're calling you. Like, do not let those type of people dictate what you're going to do. Instill that doubt seed in your brain. Because I'll tell you what, dude. I don't know that people always shoot like up. I've been telling that to a lot of people, but it's the truth. Somebody that's successful, you think the person that's like, why don't you show your face? Why do you only do hand cams? No. Spark, what is up, brother? Thank you guys so much for the raid. Y'all are freaking nuts. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, my God, 15 people, Spark in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is legend. But Frank C, seriously, man, do you feel like the guy that's saying you should show you're probably ugly since you do a keyboard cam, not a face cam? Do you feel like that guy's a successful person on Twitch? You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely shooting up. He knows that you're doing good. He's somehow ended up in your chat. Fuck that guy is what I'm getting at here. Spark, you're freaking awesome. I hope the rest of your stream went great, brother. Shane White, and exactly. Tosamiri, Francie, you're a handsome bastard if I've seen your face. Lightning Links in the house. Guys, how y'all freaking doing, brothers? But yes, so honestly, positive side of doubt is that you get to prove it to yourself that you can overcome whatever you're afraid of. Thank you so much, Shane White, for the freaking host, brother. You lit. Yes. Thank y'all so much. Guys, hey, this is actually my first podcast on Twitch. Thank y'all so much for the freaking raid. Anybody that's in here with freaking Spark, y'all are awesome, beautiful people. Thank y'all so much. And thank you, Boba's baby mama, for those biddies. Y'all are awesome. But yes, I hope that at least if y'all got anything out of this smaller podcast, freaking Deborah with the host. Thank you so much. Yes. But I hope if y'all got anything out of this podcast, it's just that don't let doubt stifle progress in your life. You've got this. If I didn't just get out here, allow myself right now to be vulnerable with you guys and just say, hey, I've been doubting myself. If I didn't allow this to happen, we wouldn't be having this conversation, man. Fuck off all the people that make you feel bad. They don't have shit on anyone of all your awesome asses. Frankie, exactly. And back at you, dude. You got to take that on thing. Yes, have sex with the people that make you feel bad. Tuscany knows exactly what I'm talking about. Much love, brother. After the solo opening stream, I feel a little bad. Should I tell him, Tuscany? Drop it. Drop it on us, Wreck it. Let it happen. But yeah, guys, seriously, I just feel like, yeah, if we can all be a little bit more freaking less self-doubtful, man, just let it happen. He says no. Damn it, Rick, all things need to happen. But guys, I'm about to actually drop the podcast side of this. I'm going to go to an intermission screen, and then we're going to play Ghost of Tsushima.